Pete's setting up the set. Ashley's putting all the samples out. And we set these up here. It's Saturday, January 10th. And we're off, aren't we? How's it going? Good. Yeah. We have 4 teams left. It's now 4:15. Our last team's at 4:30 and they're starting to come. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It is now 10 to 9 and we are home and done and finished. Been home a couple of hours obviously, but we ate and then the 3 of us were just talking about the day and the different things that had happened and the good, the bad, the ugly. Because when it gets, I don't want to say chaotic because it's never chaotic, but when there was 4 teams in there at one point, we don't get to talk to Pete much. He's too busy taking the pictures and Ash and I are dealing with all the orders and stuff. But it got very loud in the area. You can see the area that we worked in when I did that little bit of video earlier on. But I wanted to keep picking up the camera throughout the day just to say hello and check in and that. So it wasn't just a chatty vlog with me at the end of the day, but it was constant. We got there just after 10, set up till about 11, then the first team started coming at 11:15 and it was constant until 5 o'clock. Everything went really smooth? Everything went really smooth until the very last 4 teams, and the 2 teams, the second to last teams, were waiting for a kid to get his uniform because he didn't bring his shirt. His dad went home to get it, and then they were waiting for other kids and stuff, so everything started to get backed up. We were doing all the individuals. There's a lot of parents I had really nice chats with today. Some of them were like, oh, nice to see you again. We'll see you in the spring when we do the softball and the baseball. But there's always just a handful that have to give you a bit of a tough time just to let you know who's boss. And that was kind of hard because by that point you're just very tired because you've been there all day. And like I said, it's loud and the kids are bouncing the balls and it's echoing because we're in a hallway. And at that point you just want to leave and come home and have some peace and quiet. There was one guy that decided that he was going to yell at Pete and Ashley got really mad. Obviously we didn't say anything, but just giving Pete a tough time, and it's just annoying because you want to say to them, well, if you'd showed up on time, you wouldn't be waiting. But anyway, it went well. Then when we left, Pete came right home, so he let the dogs out. Pete's mum wanted us to go for dinner tonight, but we knew by the time we got home, you know, they would have probably already eaten, and, you know, we had the dogs here that had been on their own all day, so you don't want to leave them all night as well. Ash and I ran because she needed to get gas in the car because she's got to go to work tomorrow and she didn't want to be bothered to do it in the morning. So we went and got gas and she's like knocking on the window. I'm like, what's up? She's like, look at these prices. They're amazing. It was like $2.65 a gallon. It's really good for our area. So she filled up the car. It cost $27 for her truck. I mean, it wasn't completely empty, but it was empty enough. And then we went over to McDonald's. She and I had McDonald's. Pete didn't want it. He was going to have chili, but then he ended up having leftover pizza. She and I ran and grabbed a coffee, but I also went into CVS because I needed deodorant. And while I was in line, there was this lady asking the guy behind the counter, why is the pharmacy closed? He said the pharmacy closes at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. She goes, well, I need to get my prescription, so can you just go get the key and go get it? He's like, no. And she goes, why not? He said, because I'm not allowed to do that. You know, the pharmacy's separate. There's all these controlled substances back there and all these different things. I would think anybody just going back there, opening up the door, may get fired if they don't work back there and have no right being there. And she was going on and on. I'm like, sitting here going, the world doesn't revolve around you, lady. I honestly was, because I've been in my environment all day, I really wanted to say something to her, but of course it's not my business. And she was going on and on. She was still trying when I left. She said to the guy, well, I thought you guys were 24 hours. I came all the way from New York City to get my order. No. Pharmacies in this area are not open 24/7. Even if CVS was open 24/7, it doesn't necessarily mean the pharmacy's open 24/7. So then she was like, can you just call another pharmacy then and have my prescription transferred? What? No. Oh, anyway, she went on and on. I was laughing. I don't know how that ended, because when I was leaving, she was telling them to call the pharmacy just to see if anybody was back there behind all the shutters that were pulled down and the doors that were locked. Oh, I don't know. It makes me laugh, guys. It makes me laugh when people think if they say something, you should just jump to it. But yeah, it was good. A long day, very tiring. We're exhausted. Pete and I are going to go into the city tomorrow to go get some pork pies. I keep doing that. Sorry. My lips are really, excuse me, my lips are really dry. Pete and I are going to go into the city tomorrow to go to the English shop, and then we're going to come right out. I'm not going to do much else, because he's going to try and get all these pictures downloaded, make his pics, and then Monday and Tuesday I can get everything inputted, and then we can get it to the lab and hopefully back to the league within the week. So that way it's done and dusted, finished, complete, kaput, finito, however you want to spin it. Don't want it hanging over our heads. He's going in on Monday. He's got a different commercial job to do Monday and Tuesday, so that's good. And Ashley's job called her today. She's picked up a couple of extra shifts. So I have a feeling it's going to be another busy week. So tomorrow I'm going to enjoy it. We're going to take a leisurely ride in and a leisurely ride out. And then I'm going to catch up on vlogs. I'm actually going to do that tonight too, because I've missed watching vlogs today. I watched a couple before I left this morning. But I was watching and just getting ready, and I was just closing down the computer. I'm like, I'll have one last sip of my coffee before I go. Picked up the cup, missed my mouth, and it went all down my front. So I had to get changed. I quickly rinsed out my shirt. Hopefully I got all the stains out, because I hadn't worn that shirt before. It's just a long sleeve t-shirt, but it was a pretty mint green. I was so excited to wear it. It's kind of like the green, a bit brighter, kind of like the green in this scarf. And I was like, yeah, it felt pretty good this morning. And then I wore it. Boo-hoo. Never a dull moment. But I did watch a couple of vlogs anyway. I'm going to watch some more tonight. I'm going to see, I'm sure I haven't watched any of the Big Brother since the entry night. So I need to watch some more of the Celebrity Big Brother. I have Roxy here. Say hello to everybody. And Louie's over here. They're very glad we're home. They were on their own for a long time, and it's sad. I better love and leave you for this evening. I hope everybody had a wonderful Saturday. Whatever you guys did today, I hope it was a good one, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.